We have the pleasure of having another returning sponsor, one of our great friends over at ExtremeReach. We heard back from them in February, actually, at our advanced TV and video summit that we did. And we've been working with these folks for about 10 years, over a decade now. Thrilled to have Jody Rogers, who's the VP of Sales over at ExtremeReach. It's about a 10-minute presentation for you. 3 tips to maximize creative asset efficiencies. So something a little different. Jody, I see you there. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm trying to get my screen up. Can you see it by chance?
Let's see. Not yet, but
let's try. Let's try one more time. How about now?
Yeah, there it comes. Yes.
Perfect. Fantastic. Great. Well, hi, everybody.
And I think you're in presentation mode. Yep, you look good. You're ready to roll. I won't take up any more of your time. Take it away.
Thanks so much. Hi, everyone. Really happy to be here. Talk to you a little bit about creative asset management. What's interesting is listening to all of the other presenters. It is rather timely in the sense that there's all of this content that's being created, most of it video content, some of it user generated, some of it that you guys are producing yourselves. And, you know, once you've created it, what do you do with it and how do you leverage it? Just move on. So I went ahead, rather than go through a whole checklist or big presentation, in the interest of time, I thought, you know what, let me give you 3 tips to help you kind of put your arms around this area and see how you can get it to work for you. I'm excited to take you through what I've put together as a case study from our own experience. This is with a top 5 quick service restaurant client. They have active franchisee and local media spend. They leverage every platform, as many of you are doing now. And although it's the top 5 quick service restaurant in this one that I'm highlighting, it really works for virtually any size because everybody needs to be able to maximize and leverage all of this video that you are creating. So the first tip that I would give you is to understand your use cases. Everyone's going to talk about taxonomy and hierarchy, and all of those things are important, but really it's not just knowing your business, it's knowing who else needs access to it. Who needs access to the video that's being created? Who do you want a permission to reuse it? And all of the constituencies that you see on that screen are all ones that we had to take into consideration for our client. Now, we were lucky because we already worked with the creative agency managing their ad delivery, their talent and rights, and their physical asset storage. But there were continuing pain points around cataloging food footage for reuse, and then making custom creative available to the franchisees, and in some cases, the franchisee agencies. So as we began solving for those problems, we were lucky enough to win the digital ad serving part of the business, which seems like you guys are also using a lot more as well. That doubled the asset volume. And now the client needed a much bigger solution, a solution that would organize and share, be able to share all of their assets and information among many different teams and constituents, and to figure out how each of those teams are going to access the assets, what content will they need. And our client had a lot of assets. Many were with us already, but some were with the agency that managed social, some bounced around from editorial and post houses, and then all of the B-roll footage was actually housed at the creative agency themselves. Plus, one of the primary storage methods that they were using had become hard drives. And hard drives are not the greatest storage method to be used, and the creative agency experienced that because they had recently at that time had to deal with some hard drive failure. Hard drives are finicky, they're temperamental, they're unreliable, they often remind me of my cat, and that's not good. So we're all aware how expensive production can be. Any solution that we would put forward would have to have a highly secure database with almost limitless capacity, because video is very large files. There would need to be permission to access by all teams, particularly individuals, and now with some of the user-generated content that's happening with really almost everyone. So the best and only place to start is to really identify as many use cases as you possibly can for each of the teams and touch points that you would want this system to support. And a good partner is going to help develop that with you. So the next tip is to really tap trusted experts. This marketer, and this is pre-COVID, had multi-channel video campaigns approximately every 8 weeks. Many teams involved along the way. There was local franchisee ad spend, ad versioning, geo-targeting, tagging, all of which utilize or customize existing content. Now, we've been working with this marketer since 2008, and we created the tech stack that they were already using. But building in new features and automation would streamline all of these disparate workflows and add greater speed to market. So building a custom solution with existing infrastructure means you're not just designing the car from scratch. You're really choosing how much you want to trick it out. What are the specialties that you need to do? What's going to really help you? What's going to be effective? And really, how do you give everybody a fast and comfortable ride? But expertise isn't really enough. You need a partner that can implement what you've designed and what you want. So in our case, it was somebody who understood video, who had the capacity to understand the size and handle it, had deep experience with the ad industry, and then the resources to implement and operationalize new features along the way, and who would continue to customize and enhance any solution that was put forward. That's really important. So in contrast, I'll use Salesforce, which is a great company, and we actually use them ourselves. But what they provide is a shell, and you either have to build the rest yourself or farm out the work to a number of additional vendors. That does not help you do things quickly, and it also can be very expensive. Another thing that leads me to, though, is you really need to collaborate to realize your vision. Any real solution, any great solution is going to require collaboration. Participation along the way is crucial to ensure the solution meets all of your goals. And any partner that you work with is going to help meet with all of those different constituencies and all those different teams and make sure that the participation is there. They're going to organize a way so that participation is constant and really adds into how the solution is developed and enhanced and refined. For this marketer, it had to be a centralized and fully integrated and secure platform for all of the assets. It had to support a myriad of workflows, and it had to combine ad delivery, talent data, asset management, of course, and franchisee reuse. A truly holistic approach. Because beyond the asset management and sharing functionality, what we were able to do is connect all of the talent and rights details to every asset. Linking that, tracking it, monitoring, rights compliance turned into a breeze. So we have built-in approvals set up, we have terms and conditions sign off, and we have push notifications to the interested parties. It means that there is no more worrying about expiring creative with SAG or potential fines from SAG. It also will allow you to know where that content came from and how and where you may be able to use it. Very important. So constant collaboration, support, enhancements, testing and implementation, it can never stop. There is no such thing as set it and forget it. I don't think there ever was. And if somebody says there is, you should probably move on to your next candidate. Folks are talking about COVID. I mean, it's all on our minds. Hopefully we're on our way out. But the COVID challenge really put in stark contrast how important it is to be able to quickly and easily reuse creative. We were with a lot of different video advertisers, and everyone was in a scramble to get existing creative and to be able to reuse it. The brands that had CAM, creative asset management, were the most nimble, because any permission partner, if they gave permission, could easily source footage online. They could recut it and they could deliver it. And the content was always in pristine master quality. So again, some tips as you look into this area, which is becoming increasingly more important and increasingly more valuable, and really does allow you to maximize the value of the assets that you're producing, which is to understand the use cases and the users. Understand those. Lean on your trusted experts, whoever they may be, and collaborate to realize your vision. Again, no set it and forget it. You need to find a partner that can enhance the solution and will be there with you, not just now, but well into the future, because it's not fun to do this more than once. So in a connected TV world, we believe that workflow should be as well. And we make sure that that happens for all of our customers every single day. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions, I'll go ahead and put it in chat as well. I would love to talk to you, give you a few more tips, or see how we can help harness all of the newly created assets that are coming in fast and furious. Thanks, everyone.
Wow, thank you so much. That was awesome, Jody. Great work, and love just the different types of content that we have at this over the next couple of days. This is fantastic. It all resonates, it all matters, and it's really important. So thank you again for taking time here with us.